Top 5 red flags that the narcissist got a double life and they cheating on you. And it could be so many of them, y'all, but these, to me, I feel like are the top 5 red flags that a narcissist is cheating on you. The number one, and the one that narcissists, they all think the same, they all do. The number one sign that a narcissist has a double life is they stay ghosted. They stay disappearing for days, weeks, 2 days. They even small ghosts, like they got many ghosts where they won't call you for a whole day and then talk to you the next day. But anytime a narcissist is always getting a bunch of time away from you and ain't like really caught up with like keeping in touch with you and all that, they living a double life. They got something going on. When a narcissist constantly, and like narcissists so crazy, they'll try to like make ghosting just a part of who they are. Like, look, I told you the narcissist try to explain to me, like, look, sometimes, look, you just got like, I told her, I said, look, when you be ghosting me, I be thinking you cheating on me because that's what cheaters do. They ghost you. This before I even knew about narcissism or anything. Oh, no, I'm not cheating on you. That's just what I do. I got to clear my head. Like, whenever you offend me or something, that's just what I got to do. No, whenever you provoke an argument from me on purpose to go see the new supply, that's what you need to go do. You know what I'm saying? Like, narcissists they're gonna create the atmosphere for them to cheat, for them to believe. My bad if I'm sweating, y'all, it's hot. But they gonna create an atmosphere for you to get mad at, for it to get spicy, for them to vent to somebody else. You could be a perfectly fine person and you wonder why they starting to, you're like, why are you trying to argue with me? What happened? Like, you'll be asking them, like, what happened? Did something happen at work? No, they just trying to start an argument to go see the new supply. But when they constantly ghosting you, constantly, finding a way to get away from you and turn their phone off and just disconnect from you. Like, they broke up with you for 2 days, broke up with you for 3 days. All that ghosting stuff, they got a double life. They got somebody else they're talking to. Now, this ties into the first one. The second red flag that they got somebody else is they always trying to argue with you. They always trying to be indifferent with you. You know what I'm saying? They always trying to be indifferent. All of a sudden, they start doing stuff like, oh, I didn't know you did stuff like that, or oh, I didn't know you was a Christian, or oh, I didn't know you was like stuff that they've been knowing about you the whole time they've been knowing you. All of a sudden, they'll just act like y'all are different. Like, oh, I've been thinking about that, and when you said that, it spoke volumes to me because I don't really know if I could trust something. Like, when they start doing stuff like that out of nowhere, nothing even led to it, they just all of a sudden have a day where they indifferent to you. It's because they done met somebody else and it's heating up over there, and they got to find some kind of reason to believe they should be over there cheating on you. So they gonna try to act like y'all not getting along, y'all different. It's probably something they talked to the new supply about. The new supply know they ain't shit, so the new supply done played games on them and talked them into thinking they man was messed up for doing this. So now they back at you, talking to you about something they had to talk with the new supply about that they agree with. Just when they start doing stuff like that, just acting like y'all different people, that's when they got a secret life. They got somebody else they talking to. You know what I'm saying? The third red flag is like when the energy changes. You know how when narcissists first talk to you, they flood you with text messages, they calling you, they coming to see you, they wonder what you're doing, they calling you saying good night, they saying good morning. Narcissists, they can't focus too well. When they get focused on something else, they just lose all interest. So when the text messages dry up, when they stop calling as much, when they stop coming, another thing too, here go another red flag too to mix with that. When they start complaining about coming to see you, when they start saying, oh, you live far, or I thought about how gas be costing me, or you know what, when I come see you, it'd be a lot of traffic. I'm thinking it's unsafe to come around that. When they start making like excuses about how to come see you and all that stuff, that's another sign. But like when you get around them and they kind of tapped out, they in their phone, they watching stuff on, they want to watch TV with you. All of a sudden they want to hang out with you and watch TV the whole time because they feel like they got some kind of allegiance to the new supply, the person they cheating with. So it's like they be away from you, not wanting to have sex with you and acting like they'll cheat on that person that they got on the side if they mess with you. Like they crazy. But once the text messages dry up, the calls dry up, all that little, all that clingy stuff that they be doing, and you're an empath, you like that kind of stuff. Once they stop doing all that, you go over to their house and it's like you're a roommate. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to cook no more. They don't want to cuddle no more. Stuff like that. They drive with you. The energy done change. Y'all on the phone seeming like strangers. And the thing about it, what's so weird is what could trigger a narcissist to cheat on you is just when you tell yourself you don't want to argue with them no more. Like when you tell yourself, man, I'm not going to argue with this person no more. I'm tired of this. Like, they'll look at that like you cheating on them or just you won't let them drive you crazy. Like, If you won't let a narcissist drive you crazy, that'll trigger them to cheat on you. That'll trigger them not want to be. That'll trigger devaluing. Like they won't want to be with you no more. Like if you don't argue with them and let them do that toxic stuff with you, you gotta understand they like all that stuff. Like that's part of their relationship. Like I told you, oh, my bad if I'm sweating, y'all. Like I told you, the narcissist can't imagine. The narcissist can't really imagine a relationship without like a bunch of drama and stuff. Like they don't know how to see a peaceful relationship. Like that relationship, you try to explain to them, like, look, if you just stop doing this and doing that, then we can do this. They don't know how. They don't understand that. They only know how to see stuff through a toxic, drive myself off a cliff type of way with everybody they deal with. That peaceful thing you talking about, they don't know what that means. But it's just kind of like, yeah, as soon as you disagree with them on something, as soon as you don't believe in one of their beliefs, as soon as they try to control you and you don't go for it, that's going to trigger a discard, that's going to trigger a ghosting, that's going to trigger them to cheat. And then the thing about narcissists, they always talking to somebody else. So they might have like 2 or 3 people on the side that they cold with, and they hitting like once a week, once every 2 weeks while y'all doing good. But once they start disagreeing with you and once they can't control you and stuff like that, that's when they're going to start heating up with all the little other supplies and stuff they have. Their sister going to start hooking up with people. They're going to start talking to people at work. They're going to start doing all that sneaking around and stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, like when the energy switches up and you can just feel it in your gut. Like when you don't feel the love no more, when the mask come down, that's when you know they got somebody else that they really, really into. Another red flag is when they keep bringing up exes. More than likely they in cahoots with them, texting back, finally starting to send out little, because the narcissists, they use their social media to send out the stressor signals, and they cryptic with it. They might erase the picture of you, delete you as a friend. They always got the people that know how they move, that's watching their social media to know when they freed up to be able to do stuff. So when they start bringing up like old boyfriends or people at their job just miscellaneously talking about people, bringing their name up a lot, it's probably because they're talking to them. And be careful, because they'll draw you into talking about your ex and then tell you that you talk about your ex. Narc's not bright. I used to have a narc that he said he loved me. He said he missed me. He found out my number on this thing. And I'm like thinking, why do you keep bringing him up? Even if he did that, why you keep telling me? Yeah, I deleted my number. He called me from another number. He said he still loved me. And it's like, they'll trick you by being like, they'll indirectly be talking about your ex, and then you'll say something like, when I bring her up, you can see, you be talking about, man, you brought her up. You hinted around and kind of talked about my ex. I wasn't even talking about. A narcissist is gonna naturally set the relationship up to be toxic, to break. You gotta understand, narcissist is gonna set the relationship up to fail. They're gonna gaslight you, draw you outside, use that energy to cheat on somebody else, and it's probably not even gonna be nobody new. It's gonna be the people that they never let go of, because people know about the narcissist. The narcissist might be good in bed, the narcissist might be good looking, might have money, and people be knowing it's a loose person out there that they can run into every couple months that's gonna be available because of how crazy they is. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, you'll end up doing that with the narcissist until you get tired of them. Like with this girl, for a certain time, I knew she was gonna be in and out of my life, and I just had fun with it. She would fake like she really liked me. I would be like, yeah, okay, and then she would leave, and I'd be like, oh no. But I already knew what was going on because she was a narcissist. But the thing about narcissists that's cold is like, they'll really try to get to know you and know your kids, your family. Like they'll really try to sell you that lie, and they be the people that don't need to be privy to none of that. But like I said, when they energy switches up and you over there, they just kind of staring into space. They're not calling you as much. They're not really concerned with talking to you. Then it's somebody. It's something going on. You go another side question that you could kind of leave to your own discretion. Like if they in your area, like if they live far away from you and they call you and they in the vicinity for some reason, but they ain't let you know they was on the way. But all of a sudden they like, I'm right around the corner from you. I'm on the freeway passing. They probably just got through kicking it with a new supplier on the way. When their time gets shorter with you, when they just stopping to check in, like when they start just stopping by and y'all just talking outside of the car, but y'all in a whole relationship, they don't want to go sit down. Like when the time gets shorter with you, you know how the narcissist is. Like, you know how the saying go, when stuff die down with you, it's alive somewhere else. When it get cold with you, it's hot somewhere else. And the narcissist is one of those people where you gotta believe in all the cliche sayings. They're very basic. They'll cheat right in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? But when the energy change, but there's so many different ones, y'all. I can go on time and time again. But when they in your area, just for some reason just roaming around, fully dressed though. You run into them, they dressed up nice and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they just in the area. They could be with their family, they could be with their kids and everything. They'll find a way to dip a... Trust me, I know I learned all this stuff from a very skilled narcissist, y'all. I learned all this stuff from a narcissist. If they have kids, pay attention to their kids, because the kids are experienced with the roller coaster parent of the narcissist. So it's like the kids even know if their mom talking to somebody more on the phone or leaving the house and coming back dressed up, they talking to somebody other than you, the kids will get caught on you. You'll be over there, the kids won't be talking to you as much, the kids will be in the room, the kids will be barely speaking. You know, when they think their mom is all in, the kids will try to talk to you, sit down and hang out with you for a minute. When they know their mom is, okay, it's gonna be a new man, like the kids will discard you too. It's so many different things, y'all. I can go on forever in there.